What's up, everybody? In this video I wanted to finally do a follow-up review on the Cuddelink systems. As many of you guys know, we used the Cuddelinks all of last season, and I wanted to just kind of walk you guys through what we thought of the system, what we would recommend, and overall how the system worked for us. Like, did we see more big deer? Did the system work like it should? But first, I wanted to make sure everybody knows that we are no way affiliated with Cuddeback. They're a great company, it'd be cool, but we are not affiliated in any way. We got no discount codes. We paid full retail price for these, and we made the investment because we thought they were going to be good cameras. So the reason why we went with the Cuddelink camera was because we didn't want to mess around with cellular data plans. We've never done it before, and we've heard it could be, quite the hassle. So we like the idea of the Cuddeback being able to daisy chain we ended up getting 11 cameras, so we set them all up in a daisy chain, aligned together. That way we could check all of our cameras with one card pull. And if we wanted to in the future, Cuddeback was developing, and I think they finally released it. They have a cellular home port where they could send all the pictures to one camera, and you can have a cellular plan that way. So we could still do that, but for last year we just had the regular Cuddelink cameras, and set all 11 cameras up on our property to just send to one camera as the home base. Now there's multiple different ways that you can set up the cameras. You don't need to set up every single camera on your property to a Cuddelink camera, but what we found was that the Cuddelinks, they're really finicky with their battery life. So they run off of AA batteries, which just proved not to be enough juice to last for long periods of time. When you run alkaline batteries, the regular cheap batteries that you get at the store, you can expect at most 1 month of battery life, which really defeats the purpose of having the chain linkage, because you're going in every single month and changing batteries. So what we found was, in the middle of October, I changed all the batteries out because they were dead again, and I changed them all out with lithium batteries because I heard that they're a lot more powerful and better. And they lasted to roughly around the very beginning of January with a lot of the cameras. Some of the cameras might have died out at the end of December, but for the most part they all made it to January. So that covered our hunting season. But in my mind, that still isn't enough, and Cuddeback has already recognized that, because they already have D-cell battery packs available, as well as solar battery packs available that you can buy. Now it'd be nice if they would obviously had a little bit more power, but they gotta do what they gotta do. So they've worked the issue, and for this season I'm thinking that we're gonna pick up either a mixture of the two, in some different areas where there's going to be more sunlight. I did call Cuddeback last summer and asked them about the systems, and they did say that the solar battery packs run off of ambient light. They don't need direct sunlight, so you can put them in the timber and they work. But I don't know, maybe we could test that out. But I think in a couple of our field locations we could put the solar power packs and we'll have no issues. So a couple people have asked us questions about if we've seen real results from using the cameras. Like, have we seen more deer? Did we spook less deer? Were we more efficient hunters? And I would completely say yes to that. Even though this was the first year that we owned that property, I can definitely see how we were spooking less deer off the property. We were putting less set on the ground, and overall we were using the intel to make sure that we were hunting areas that bucks were frequently that we wanted to target, and we made sure that we used all the information to stay out of designated areas. There's a couple of different specific deer that we were kind of on the fence about shooting, and this one buck, he was always frequent at this one camera location and at daylight, so we could have totally went in there and saw this deer. And every single day we could track, or every single week we tracked by the day when he was in there, and it was almost a daily occurrence. But we were so on the fence about shooting this deer that we never stepped foot there because we didn't want to risk the chance of bumping him off of his core area. So we used all of this intel to make sure that we were staying out of this his area so we weren't bumping this deer, and he had no idea that there was hunting pressure around. So that was a main key with the Cuddelink system, was just being able to, you know exactly what was on your property like that. So we set up our home camera 100 yards off of the road, which if we're doing it over again this year, we're changing it, and we're adding another camera without the camera capabilities and just being a strictly home camera, and we're putting it dang near right on the road. That way we can jump out of the truck, check it every single time we go down on Friday afternoon, to know where we want to hunt, where we don't want to hunt, and where to avoid, to make sure we're creating a good habitat for our deer herd and our potential shooter bucks. Overall, I think the Cuddelink system has been a big hit for us. They take good photos. We haven't tested out the video quality yet, but I think the videos would be pretty degraded by sending them back in a chain. The photos did get degraded just because they have to be sent all the way through 11 different cameras to get to the home camera. But overall, it worked good, and I think they're a really good option for somebody who doesn't want to get cellular battery cameras but want the ability to place a trail camera in an area and be able to check that camera, weekly, even daily if you really want to. You can really, track your property and know exactly what's in the area. That'll allow you to be a more proficient hunter and, just get you on more deer or keep you out of different areas. That way you're not bumping your potential hit list bucks for next year. So overall, I think it's going to wrap it up. If you guys are in the market to pick up the Cuddelinks, I definitely recommend them. I'll probably have a link in the description box below so you can go check them out. And if you buy using that link, it helps the channel out, and we really appreciate it. If you guys liked the video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and to subscribe to see future content. And we'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching.